How many times you had a really cool idea and you did not know how to do it?
I want to answer that question. How about we address it to the audience? Clap your hands if you have an idea that you didn't implement it.
Wow. That's a lot. And that's our real struggle. And our challenge was always, how can we start and how can we find our starting line?
And that's what triggered me, Deem and I, into researching 3 years back. As we traveled all over the world and met different people just to know more about the struggling young, small companies, rather than focusing on the successful companies like Google, Twitter, or Facebook. We wanted to know who will overcome the struggle tomorrow rather than who overcome it today.
How about we share with them some stories?
Okay.
If we talk about John, we met a guy called John in New York. He was living in his room, and he actually started manufacturing his sunglasses. And these sunglasses is today being sold everywhere. John is an artist and a designer who believed in himself and really wanted to create something for himself. Not just to take a job, but to create a job for himself. John is now running a multi-million-dollar company.
What's the moral of the story, Deem?
I think the moral, we always see the sun, but we never create such things. They never see the sun, but they always create it.
This story really inspired me. Recall Adam, an individual who we met who literally quit his job and for the past 3 months was working on his startup. Today, John is finalizing a deal, an investment deal with Twitter. Yes, with Twitter. What really inspired us about John is that he wasn't working in a lavish office or had a luxury lifestyle. We met him in a co-working space with 4 different people. What they had in common is their passion and their belief in themselves.
Remember Berlin? Dr. Florence? We met this woman in the lobby. And she came to me and Sara and was speaking about the people in Africa and how women in Africa suffer a lot from not being financially independent and from not having the job opportunities that they should have. This woman is currently funding these women by giving them small funds to convert their skills and their talents to something that is more meaningful to them, where they can support their families in that. This woman is the Minister of Liberia.
Deem, how about we share or demonstrate small tests?
If you look around you, most of the products that we're currently using, or we're currently talking to, or we're currently looking at the room, is products that are not done by us or built by us. Most of the products that we use are in fact built by others and consumed by us. And the problem here, we will never be able to build a nation based on consumers only.
That's why Deem and I wanted to ride the startup wave.
By the way, if you were wondering, this is not me or Sara.
Okay. By the way, I just seen this picture, so. This led us into hosting Startup Weekend. Back in 2011, Deem and I hosted Startup Weekend, a 54-hour event in which participants come with an idea, form a team, and work on their initial prototype, in which then they submit it to the judges. By the way, the judges are sitting in front of me. And winners are then selected. What really made us proud is that we knew that Startup Weekend wanted to break the world record, and they managed in 2011 to launch more than 3,500 startups in more than 350 cities around the world. What Deem and I, bear with me, that is not the what made us proud. Our accomplishment was that before 2011, Dubai and Riyadh wasn't part of this global network. Deem and I managed in October to be part of this world-breaking record as we we were part of the 3,500 startups since we witnessed the launch of 30 startups in both Riyadh and in Saudi. Now that what made us proud. Startup Weekend was all about tech-based. It's either mobile application or web development. And as I mentioned, we launched 30 startups. This number is significant. In the last World Economic Forum in Jordan, this number was introduced. Did you know that this region must create 100 million new jobs by the year 2020? Also, based on the last studies which have been done, 79% of UAE nationals prefer secure jobs. What we want to emphasize is that it's okay to have your secure jobs, but believe in yourself. You have an idea, implement it. There is nothing that can stop us. Alhamdulillah, we live in Dubai. This region is rich. We have everything we wanted. We just need the push. Sheikh Muhammad said, "We are a true example of human beings that with confidence, commitment, and courage, we can transform any idea into a reality. And nothing can stop us. And Dubai is an example."
I think 100 million job is a huge number. And it is our responsibilities as citizens of this nation to build opportunities for the next and the upcoming generation. The idea is when we walk into the mall next time, we do not want to see Armani or Chanel. We want to see our own brands being built. The moral of the stories that we just mentioned, they all had a simple starting line. It's time for you guys to find your starting line. Thank you.
Thank you.